Om Shanti. A peaceful morning to you, a divine morning. I am elevated. So today is March 4th. Many brothers and sisters on YouTube are inquiring about how they can join the community or participate in the live Murli sessions. So for everyone, instructions will follow. Many brothers and sisters on YouTube are saying they want to join the live Murli class. Now there are some essential rules for joining the live Murli class, and I'll quickly go over them first. The live Murli revision class is something that I personally go over after completing my own Murli class. In addition, all brothers and sisters who wish to join the live Murli class should also do the same. If the Murli class at their center coincides with the timing of the live Murli class, they should attend the session at their center instead of the live one. It is essential to go to their center and participate in the Murli class there, as this is the primary requirement. Children are either unable to go to the center. This class is available for those who find the center too far away, those who visit the center at different times, those who have already attended a class, or those who are unable to attend due to special circumstances such as severe illness. It is crucial that you do not attend the Murli class here instead of at your local center, as doing so would be against Srimat and is considered a serious offense. Furthermore, in order to be eligible to join the Murli class, it is necessary that you maintain a daily spiritual chart, even if you keep it for your personal reference only. If you wish to submit it, you are welcome to do so. After that, if you want to join the live Murli class or the Murli revision class, it is imperative that your daily sitting yoga is of the highest quality, as it is essential for your spiritual progress. Furthermore, missing Amrit Vela is not an option. It is absolutely mandatory. If you find yourself missing Amrit Vela regularly, you'll notice that the brothers and sisters who attend here never miss their Amrit Vela. If, in some special circumstances, this happens once or twice a month, a report is made, and then they are allowed in special circumstances. Otherwise, those brothers and sisters do not come automatically. The remaining guidelines are in the YouTube description. You can listen to them there. So these are all the guidelines, and I also request all brothers and sisters, everyone who adheres to these guidelines should continue to reinforce them, all right? So today, on March 4th, 2025, the Divine Sakar Murli is for the sweet children who have been devoted since the beginning. You have taken 84 births. You will listen to my knowledge with great interest. You will understand through gestures. Sweet children, Those devoted from the start, who have taken 84 births, will listen to your knowledge with interest. They will understand through signals. This enthusiasm isn't limited to the new members. It's something we all experience. Those who have done a lot of bhakti will always remain interested. Even after 10 years, it's the same Murli class. After 20 years, it's still the same Madhuban and tours, the same meetings with Baba. After 30 years, the same gifts, functions, and Brahma Bhojan. Yesterday, a word came up during the evening class, and it was a normal discussion since some new people had joined. If I am indeed earning, then could you please elaborate and explain to me in detail what would be the recognition or indication of these earnings in the world? If I am earning, then what do the big businessmen who are making a lot of money do when they are earning? That's enough. Put it away. Now we will sit comfortably. I've done enough for generations. Those who are generating income will continue to do so, and those already seeing profits will look to further grow their business. He will establish and open his various points and outlets. Have you ever seen a very successful businessman just sit down with anyone he met and say, I have so many jets, such a large house, that's it. You can just relax and sit with me. That doesn't happen. And today they took this responsibility. This is for new brothers and sisters. It is also for Brahmakumaris. There is no interest in Murli, no interest in yoga. Oh, service, service must also be done. Come on, come on. As for me, I've reached a point where I don't want to be tied down by anything. So there's neither any particular interest nor any inclination towards it. Interest is a separate matter. It means engaging in something with genuine joy and enthusiasm. For example, consider the situation where parents drop their children off at school, making sure to settle them in properly before they leave, right? He grabs your hand, pulls on your mother's sari, and your mother is trying to free her sari, saying, Go, go inside, inside. So there is no interest. The child knows the playground. Today, will you go play? Yes, the child does not need the mother. He knows the playground himself. He knows everything. They are interested. You might have observed how little kids frolic around with boundless energy in shopping malls, at weddings, or even in playgrounds. This is what we refer to as enthusiasm. Similarly, we will remain energetic here, in meditation, in yoga, and in our services, with joy and enjoyment. And we will understand through gestures. They will also understand through gestures. We children will understand what Baba wants to say today. What is Murli trying to convey? How should we advance Murli? How should we live Murli? The question is, how can one discern if a soul is close to or distant from the deity family? Just a few days ago, one of our respected mothers posed an intriguing question to us. How do we know if we are giving to the deities? Baba says that when the souls of your deity family hear all the points of knowledge, they will resonate with them. It will be perfectly suitable. This should be done as knowledge. This is the goal. It will be achieved. The aim will be achieved. The garland will be achieved. The world's language will be achieved. In the garland of our spiritual family, we are not just a few individuals. In fact, there are many of us involved. So, what will happen, Daddy? No, no, no. Who thinks about the 8? It doesn't work that way. What will the daddies do? It doesn't seem right. There's a sense of fear. I don't feel brave enough, and there is no anger to say no. It will work, meaning it is certain. Oh, I cannot do it. Why? I am Shiv Baba from the day before yesterday's Murli, not yesterday's. Our mother and father say that they become Lakshmi and Narayan, so why can't we become like them? We will also follow the same path and achieve it. They will not be attending the session. Observe, we have numerous senior brothers conducting a variety of classes in such vast halls, so why have we come here specifically? In yesterday's Murli, it was mentioned that the kingdom will not be attained by just looking at the numbers. How many have been given happiness? How undisturbed have you stayed? How many have you made like you? How many have you made kings? Do not be 10, be 1, and remain free from obstacles. Remember, God Shiva is with us. The more devotion one has, the more they will strive to listen attentively. People are gradually losing their ability to listen effectively. The more devotion there is, the more one will try to listen. Trying to listen does not mean attending classes after classes just to know what God is. What is yoga? What is faith? What does Baba mean to my heart? What is Nishchay Buddhi? What is Manmana Bhav? What is Madhyaji Bhav? What is the seed form? What is an angel? What is Murli? This is not about attending Tinku Bhaiya's class, then Pintu Bhaiya's class, then Chintu Bhaiya's class, and spending the entire day in one class after another. Now, to liven up our discussion a bit, have you noticed how much Sri Krishna has matured? And where is Mama Siri Radhe? Is everything all right? Nowadays, there are also classes with a bit of spice. What will happen? Nothing at all. If you practice yoga, everything will be fine. If you do not, everyone knows the consequences. There is no need to know about such things. Focus all your attention on this. Devote your full attention to this matter. While I do not oppose attending the classes, I do take issue with the distractions they contain. You should understand this Murli as the expression of God's feelings. If you were to offer food to God, how would you do it? You would do it through this Murli. Today, Baba has brought a delightful surprise for the children. Have you ever encountered it before? Through this, Baba has presented a special gift to the children today. Today, Baba took the children for an outing. Have you ever been on such an excursion? All the emotions are encompassed within this experience. Listening to it just once won't be sufficient. You need to grasp it, engage with it, discuss it, and spend time with it. The more devotion you have done, the more you will try to listen, so children should serve by observing their nerves. Om Shanti. The spiritual father explains to the spiritual children. Underline it, pay attention, and then come back. Spiritual father. Come to a frequency, spiritual children. The spiritual father guides the spiritual children. The spiritual father sits and explains to the spiritual children. The children understand that the spiritual father is formless and explains through this body. We souls are formless and listen through this body. I, the soul, am formless and listen through this body. Who am I listening to? All day you listen to this and that. What is sister saying? When will you listen to yourself? What is the Moli saying? When will you listen to yourself? Attend this class. It's time to listen to yourself. If you want to, talk to me. It is only the Murli that speaks, and I alone understand what God desires from you. Moreover, I can guide you on how you can serve God. Come to me, sit here calmly and quietly, and let us converse about this. But we often jump to conclusions. We as souls are also formless, and we perceive through this body. Now we have two fathers together, and the spiritual children are aware that both Babas are here. You recognize the third father, but this is still better. You know the Lokik father, but even so, this is still better. This doesn't imply that our fathers in the practical sense are not good. All our fathers are indeed very good. Everyone considers their father a hero, but Baba is referring to the true and spiritual, the immense attainment. Baba is not saying to stop loving your father. Baba is asking, what is the call of the time for spirituality? Among them, some are better in rank. Then, better than them, but in varying degrees. So you detach from that worldly connection and form a connection with both of these. Baba explains how to make humans understand. Baba explains, you know, Dadi Janki was going to the market and there was a house nearby. She kept looking at it repeatedly. She was a little girl then. One day she was going with Baba, her Lokik father, and from the other side, Brahma Baba was coming. She slipped her hand away and stood in front of Brahma Baba with her hands behind her back. This is my father, meaning she is saying it in her mind, not out loud. So how will she say it verbally? Baba gave his drishti. He knew him just a bit. Baba was with his Lokik family in Meherwan. Dadiji used to say I had a strong feeling of having some relation with this. Many people come to your spiritual gatherings, and you know that not everyone has taken 84 births. How can one determine this if someone asks? How can we determine whether we are destined to go through 84 lifetimes, or just 10, or maybe 20? How would you know now, children? You understand that those who have been devoted from the beginning will receive their rewards quickly and well. So how can I truly know if I have taken the full 84 births throughout the cycle? This is the first topic we need to understand in depth. How will I come to know if I will undergo the complete cycle of 84 births in the most elevated and supreme form? So, the one who has devoted a lot from the start will get quick and good results. Now again, how will I know if I have done such good devotion? If you did a little devotion and did it late, the result will be small and come late. All right, now reflect on when you finished the course and encountered Baba. Do you recall how swiftly you comprehended everything? For some, it took a bit of time, but they then progressed swiftly through the stages. On the other hand, some needed significantly more time. Mother used to say every day, let's go to the ashram, let's go. I mean, what about me especially, while all the other brothers and sisters used to go for service? I was a bit late. What were they talking about? Then Prakashmani ji came to our gathering. Mother said, let's go meet. It was Sunday that day. You know, special big programs are held on Sundays and Mondays. We brushed those things off with a laugh. In life, everyone has a few things they end up missing. Mom burst in angrily and started yelling, Lakshmi, you're just sitting at home. Lakshmi, you won't accomplish anything in your life. In reflecting on this fully, I find myself wondering what might have transpired with them. All right then. Later, when I arrived here at Madhuban, I found out that Dadi Ji had passed away just a few days before. People miss her dearly, and when they share their experiences about her, it often sends shivers down your spine because of the deep impression she left. How much effort Dadi must have put in. that even Brahma Baba would be left behind if you see from my perspective. I'm not comparing anyone in this drama, but in some matters, even Brahma Baba was left behind by Dadi. I am sharing my feelings about this because I have been living with the residents of Madhuban for almost 15 years. The unwavering dedication Dadi has shown over the past 40 years is truly remarkable. Despite the fact that her hands and feet no longer function as they used to. But only Dadi had said that as long as there is breath, this chair, this responsibility should not be left. They are seated like this. If you observe your surroundings carefully, you will surely notice them. Sometimes you go to the community kitchen, sometimes you go to get food. Look, those elderly brothers have nothing to worry about. Today, a special house has been built for them in Shantivan. A rest house has been made. All the elderly who want to stay downstairs are not leaving their service. Brother, what happened? You should go to the rest house and take a break. You've been given some time off from Madhuban. Dadi had arranged this for you. You don't need to add vegetables to your plate. Their guide shakes it so the vegetables fall in on their own. However, when you witness their dedication, their heads are bowed in humility. They commit 2 hours to service, with 1 hour spent simply traveling from their room to the service location, and then they sit in deep meditation. So Baba says that how quickly one realizes depends on their devotion. This surrender also comes from devotion. If you do it late, the reward will also be delayed. This is what Baba explains to the children who serve. Baba explains this to the children who are engaged in service. I am explaining to you to understand and realize this. Those who have done more devotion. You are from India. Do you believe in deities? Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan ruled here. Those who took 84 births practiced devotion from the start. They will understand quickly. The original eternal deity religion existed. They will listen with interest. Note this. We should not lose courage after 1 or 2 attempts. We are having difficulty in explaining this. And even though this question has been asked 50 times, we are still unable to fully grasp and understand it. You must not do this. You need to check yourself and see if you are explaining as well as the soul requires. That child is studying engineering, and I am giving him first-class education. Souls, there are 2 fathers. One is physical, and the third is above, the formless one. Look at the souls, understand which background they come from, and accordingly, make some adjustments. Some people just come and go without asking anything, as if it doesn't even occur to them. They need to realize that they haven't fully arrived here yet. Look, we must not lose hope. This one is not yet from here, but many of you mothers, including our own mothers, have never given up courage at any time. With some effort, let's go ahead. Today there is a special function, and you might be taking the children along with you. Today is Brahma Bhojan, and it is happening only today, so let's do this a little bit. Mothers, do not give up hope, even though it is not yet clear. As we move forward, it will be understood gradually. If someone explains it properly and clearly, then the mind is unsettled. Some will grasp the teaching swiftly. Dadiji mentioned that when you grasp the teachings, you should affirm your understanding and implement her advice. This always pleased Dadiji greatly. To get special attention from Dadi Janki, just sit in front and keep nodding. So, just looking at you, I am beginning to understand it clearly. I will explain this to you many times. I used to sit in the front and explain like this, like this, like this. No one else was aware of this. I had read some history, so I knew how to receive this drishti. Indeed, considering this, 84 births seem correct. If you ask how we know we've had 84 births, well, all right. Let's say you don't believe in 84. If not 84, then maybe 82 in the deity religion. If it's unclear in your mind, just understand that the one who takes 84 births, those who are distant will listen less. Those who are distant will listen less. Those who keep themselves away from the Murli, from yoga, from virtues, from the Brahmin family, and from service. Those who stay away from the rules and the disciplines will listen less. It's acceptable to follow 10 principles, right? Prioritize 5 of them and set the other 5 aside. Make discerning choices in every matter. What is it that you possess or perhaps lack in order to enhance your own ego and sense of self-worth? See, if you don't understand this much, realize that those who took 84 births will listen less. Never think you can listen to the Murli at home today. Don't assume you can do your spiritual practices at home today. Or anything that has a method, and that method is breaking. Today, I do the early morning meditation in bed. Oh, those who are inattentive, get up and leave immediately. Those who have dedicated themselves deeply to their devotion will strive to listen attentively. And what else would occur? And what did the Dadis do? What else happened in history? How did Baba do it? What time did he wake up? It's good that this happened. It's good that this happened. We can do it too. Let me try doing it. The more devotion one has shown, the more they will try to listen and quickly understand. If someone understands less, know they are latecomers. Even if devotion was done late, those who have done a lot will understand quickly. The drama repeats, doesn't it? All of this is supreme devotion. This Baba has performed the number one devotion, hasn't he? Look at Baba. Look at Baba's worldly life, too. We have all almost read the extraordinary story that transforms life, but let us read it once more, shall we? For now, Brahma Bhojan is ongoing. After Brahma Bhojan, the Avyakta message will follow. After the Avyakta message, we will continue with Bhagya Vedanta Part 2. Then, an amazing story that will change your life. All these books, you can get it through someone at your nearest retreat center, or it will be there at the center. Otherwise, ask someone to bring it from Madhuban. Many people come and go. Mother calls us requesting to send the book, pack it and forward it. I am saying, order it. How can we send it? We cannot send it. The drama repeats, doesn't it? All devotion is supreme at this time. If there is less devotion, the results will also be less. This is something to understand. Those with a dull intellect won't be able to grasp it. For those individuals who have limited understanding or do not possess the spiritual books, we are providing daily updates that are available for a full 24 hours. Therefore, when you visit the channel and navigate to the channel view, you will be able to see all the videos and shorts available there. You will find a playlist, and at the very end, there is a post. By clicking on the post, you can access today's 5-page reading. Those with a dull intellect will not grasp this. These fairs and exhibitions will continue. Messages will go out in all languages. The world must know you are true prophets and messengers. Deliver the message. And religious founders do nothing either. They are not true gurus. They may be called gurus, but they do not give true salvation. When they come, they do not have their own institutions. So how can they give salvation? If they do not have an institution, how can they grant liberation? A guru grants liberation. A guru grants salvation. He takes you from the world of sorrow to the abode of peace. Christ is not considered the ultimate guru. He is primarily a founder of a religion. He sets up religious practices, much like how our family has certain customs, such as specific ways of praying and dietary rules. However, establishing these practices does not equate to attaining true liberation. They have no other position. The position is for those who first come in complete purity and then transition through stages. They only establish their own religion and keep taking rebirths. When everyone's state becomes dominated by darkness again, the Father comes and makes everyone pure and takes them away. When everyone is engulfed in darkness, the Father will descend to purify them and lead them to liberation. Once they are cleansed, they cannot remain in this world. If one becomes pure, they cannot stay in this world. Pure souls will move to liberation and then return to life. It is said the liberator is also the guide, but this is often misunderstood. When you understand the meaning, you will know that even the letters of devotion cease to exist in the Golden Age. In the Golden Age, even the expressions of devotion come to an end. Can you tell which expressions will cease in Satyug? In the path of devotion, what are the specific words that will cease to exist during the Satyug, O Lord, when we are on this sacred journey of devotion? O Divine Being, bestow your blessings upon us. O Ram, please show me the way forward in this path of devotion. Grant us your divine mercy, O purifier of sinners, and come to us with your boundless kindness, blessing us with the transformative power of your holy chants. This too is noted in the drama, where everyone plays their part towards salvation. You are receiving this knowledge now, which no one else can attain. Baba also says, I come at the confluence age of each cycle. This is called the benevolent confluence age. This is called the benevolent confluence age, and no other age is benevolent. What is the full name of the confluence age? Friends on YouTube, what is the full name of Sangam Yug? Baba mentioned it a few days ago. Everyone should remember. Full name of confluence age. The most exalted and profoundly spiritual Purushottam. The highly spiritual Supreme Purushottam continues. The confluence age is an extremely spiritual and supreme confluence age. This name was given by Baba in the Murli. No other era is benevolent. The conjunction of Satyug and Treta has no significance. The significance lies in this conjunction. The Suryavanshi era was followed by the Chandravanshi rule, and then it transitioned into the Vaishyavanshi period, making the Chandravanshi era a thing of the past. What comes after that is often unknown. However, through pictures and other records, we can understand that the Suryavanshi were our esteemed ancestors, and the Chandravanshi were renowned kings and wealthy rulers. The rulers and monarchs of that place possess immense wealth. This message is indeed very beneficial for everyone to hear and understand. If anyone wishes to order any book from Madhuban, please make sure to write down the number of Niranjan Bhai Ji, 9414151644. The second number is 7014986366. All right, no one has requested any books. When we consider the pictures, we understand that our ancestors were either Suryavanshi or Chandravanshi. They were kings and wealthy rulers. Despite this, they were unsuccessful. These details are not mentioned in any scriptures. Now Baba sits and explains. Everyone requests, liberate us, transform us from impure to pure. They do not ask for happiness because it has been criticized in the scriptures. So, what is the main thirst of souls, the primary quest? It is to transform from impure to pure, because they do not know true happiness, and whatever they have known, they have criticized it, equating happiness to filth. Many people wonder how to attain peace of mind. You children realize that you are blessed with both happiness and peace. Peace brings happiness, while restlessness leads to sorrow. In the golden age, there is both happiness and peace, whereas here there is sorrow and restlessness. Baba enlightens you about this. Maya Ravan has clouded your intellect. This too is part of the grand drama. I am bound by the ties of this drama. It is during this time that I am performing my role. The drama is incredibly precise, pure, and fine, especially if it is understood correctly. Everything is intertwined with the drama. Once set, it remains set for eternity. The Father says that even I am constrained by the drama. This is my part to play now. Right now, I am playing my part. It is often said, Baba, in each cycle, you come to transform those who have fallen into corruption and impurity, guiding them back to a state of purity and virtue, having been misled by Ravana. It was Ravana's influence that led us to corruption. In our art gallery, there's a remarkable painting that vividly depicts our fall from purity to corruption. What would you say is the very first mistake that happens in the process of transforming from a righteous individual to someone who becomes corrupt? The very first step, which we do not even consider as falling into the category of vice, is something that we often fail to acknowledge as a mistake or a fault. We can say we had the company from the start. Body consciousness came at the very end. If it is possible, with a focused gaze, you will be able to see the picture that is there, which has the words, first of all, desires written on it. When you witness something that catches your attention, a desire arises within you, and you start to believe that you are capable of achieving or obtaining it. I have a car, a nice bag, and now I have the money, but I don't need that bag. Just because it's with him, I felt the desire for it. So they begin once again, and then, after that, the desire gradually starts to emerge and grow stronger. There are a multitude of processes that have been carefully documented in detail. So it is said, Baba, that you come every cycle to transform the corrupt into the pure. Now, having been corrupted by Ravana, the Father comes to transform humans into deities. The meaning of these praises is explained by the Father who resides in the immortal abode. Even those with it do not understand. Do you know the true meaning of the Akal Takht? What is the Akal Takht exactly? Who has authority over it? What is its true worth? Many are unaware. So now Baba will explain. Souls are eternal beings, and while the physical body of the soul is transient, the soul itself is timeless and not subject to the constraints of birth and death. So time does not consume all souls. They are souls in their divine state. In the golden age, death will not consume you. There will never be untimely death. They are immortal beings. This is the mortal world. People do not understand the meaning of mortal and immortal worlds. The Father says, I explain everything simply. The Father says that He explains things to you in a very simple manner. If you just remember the Mother, you will become pure. In your mind, focus solely on me. which signifies complete surrender and devotion to the One. You have your mother, your father, your family, and your office. Yet, I choose to direct my love and devotion exclusively towards the one Supreme God. While serving my mother and father, taking care of the home, and fulfilling my office duties, remember that all these services are for the one Supreme Being. Offering oneself with a profound sense of dedication, offering oneself with a sincere and heartfelt commitment. There are occasions when you visit your in laws and you encounter the sister of the couple who are hosting you. If there was a disagreement between the couple and the sister of the husband, Nanamji, it led to a significant conflict. And she is shouting very loudly, so I came into the room and heard it only because of you. Just make sure to inform Dad about this. Is the path of devotion truly suitable for you? It is because of your deep commitment that all these concerns become insignificant. All right, make sure to understand this clearly. The next point is significant, so pay close attention. The spirit of surrender encompasses everything. Because I hold you in high regard and have dedicated my life to you, whatever others say does not affect me. My commitment and faithfulness to you remain steadfast and strong. The Father imparts this wisdom to you in a very simple way. Concentrate solely on me, and you will become pure. If you remain dedicated to me, then the couples, the husbands, where can one come across such a remarkable child? As a result, their affection for each other will deepen. You mentioned a gift, right? First it was a gold ring, now it's a diamond ring. You said it was a good deal, so take it. Today, by avoiding quarrels and disputes, our commitment will grow stronger, don't you think? And she fully capitalizes on this opportunity. In this context, when there is purity along with love and devotion towards Baba, his blessings will come naturally. On the 22nd of January in the year 1970, Baba's divine presence and blessings were felt in every moment and every second. Each child is continually bestowed with blessings. It is up to the individual to receive them. I always keep you filled with blessings. You just need the strength to receive them. These are the words there. Holy men and saints also sing hymns calling upon the Purifier Father. No matter where you go, they will certainly mention that the Purifier Father has arrived. The truth cannot be concealed. You are aware that the Purifier Father must have come by now. We need to grasp all of this thoroughly, and if the Purifier Father has indeed come, we must aim to become pure ourselves, embracing purity in every facet of our lives. Impurity is not the same as purity. Purity is a virtue. Absolute purity represents the highest degree. While purity is a topic of study, absolute purity signifies completeness. With that, our behavior towards the entire subject. Our sports, everything we have comes from it. Purity is just one subject. Complete purity is a profound subject. It encompasses all virtues, being fully accomplished, free from internal vices, and upholding the supreme principle of nonviolence. The souls who attain this level and depart from here will journey to the supreme abode. She too will become completely pure. What is the eligibility for Paramdam? Complete purity. We are becoming completely pure through effort here, but I am also completely pure. She is also completely pure. I can enter heaven, but she cannot. Why? Both are completely pure. Nevertheless, I have attained my purity through my own efforts. Purity implies that I have embraced all virtues here and have been practicing them diligently. Hence, By absorbing and embodying the 7 virtues of the soul, one can elevate to the pinnacle of these virtues, achieving a state of ultimate and profound purity. You know the Purifier Father is here now, guiding us. As mentioned before, see yourself as a soul and remember the Supreme Soul. Then you will become completely pure. You are all lovers, and I am your beloved. You all are devoted lovers, and they too shall attain purity, my brothers. But it is not just about purity alone. They are formed based on qualities. When a soul embodies all these qualities, it is deemed pure. This means that deities achieve varying levels of purity depending on their spiritual efforts. Subsequently, the souls from the Dvapara Yuga will possess talents and follow codes of conduct, but they will not reach absolute purity or wholeness. We have always remembered that, O Lord, the giver is only one Father. All children will ask from the Father. When the soul is distressed, it remembers the Father. In happiness, no one remembers him, but in sorrow, they do. The Father comes to grant salvation from sorrow. People go to a guru and say, "Give us a child." If they get a good child, they are very happy. If they do not, they say it is God's will. You do not understand the drama. That is why I explained to you that no matter where you are or what situation you find yourself in, you can achieve complete purity from there. Kumar is thinking, why am I not a teacher like Kumari? Teachers are highly respected. Kumari is thinking, why am I not Kumari? Those who are married often ponder, if only I had met Baba before getting married. It seems that at every level, each soul experiences some form of dissatisfaction. One day I mentioned that those at home wonder why they can't join the service due to their karmic bonds. Those in service wonder why they can't stay longer. Those who've been in service for a long time think about why they can't come for trials. Those in trials are trying to surrender. Those who have surrendered wonder why they can't wander around there. Everything in existence has been created for everyone. So let's get to the core of the matter now. As Baba often emphasizes, the greatest virtue one can possess is the quality of contentment. Finding peace and satisfaction in our current circumstances and surroundings is indeed the shortest and most direct path to reach the highest spiritual realm. If a good child is born, there will be joy. If not, they will say it's God's will. They do not understand this. If they call it drama, they should know everything about it. You possess a unique understanding of the drama, which is not known to anyone else, nor is it found in any scriptures. To truly understand the drama, one must have knowledge of its eternal beginning, its intricate middle, and its eventual end. Know the beginning, middle, and end. The Father says that I come after every 5,000 years, and this era is divided into 4 distinct and equal parts. These 4 epochs are perfectly balanced. The swastika holds great importance and is even drawn in our ledgers. This too represents a form of accounting. How do we benefit from it? And then, how do we incur losses? Over time, we have now suffered complete losses. The initiated should become wealthy. The wealthy should become millionaires. Millionaires should become billionaires. In any situation, you may not always feel content. Yet, when you work diligently with a sense of satisfaction, you embody the spirit of a Yogaraj yogi. I am content where I am, and then striving for that complete purity, striving for the welfare of the world. How does one incur a loss? Repeated losses lead to a complete loss. This is a game of winning and losing. If you have money and health, you are happy. If you have money but no health, there is no happiness. When I give you both health and wealth, you are happy. I bestow upon you both health and wealth, which together bring true joy. When someone departs from their physical form, it is often said they have ascended to heaven. When a person passes away, we often say they have reached heaven. But deep inside, we experience a subtle sense of joy. In such times, we should embrace this joy even more. Sorry, when someone leaves their body, we say they have gone to heaven, but deep inside we remain sorrowful, don't we? We keep lamenting that our loved one has left us. In this situation, one should actually feel even happier, because why would we want to call their soul to hell, right? It is truly the attachment that pulls us back. Attachment has a strong pull, particularly with your siblings, where the bond is especially intense. What is the reason you refer to this as hell? I genuinely cannot grasp it. I have observed numerous individuals, perhaps not an extensive number, but those who are perpetually embroiled in daily fierce disputes. There was never a day when the couple did not come together, and it all started here. We used to listen and say, "Yes, brother." Today, neither of them came home because there was no sound, and as soon as the couple left or the other one departed, it became evident. It was evident how much loneliness they felt. Now the father comes and explains. He reveals the secrets of the seed and tree. Purity is often regarded as a virtue that makes one cherished and beloved by most Brahmin families. What message has the Brahmin family conveyed? Many Brahmins often regard the concept of purity as being interchangeable with the idea of sanctity. This is where the main issue lies. We haven't clarified our terminology, or we lack awareness of it. Then, just yesterday, a lady visited me, and she has been practicing meditation for 24 years. She says I practice karma yoga while on the move. I inquired about your child's name and age. He replied, 40 years old, my son. So, first of all, you must have enrolled him directly into the 12th grade, isn't it? No, no, no. How can that be possible, brother, when he was just 5 years old? I said, no, you are calling yourself a direct karma yogi. Karma yogi is the final stage. How can you start there? First, go through the first, second, third, and fourth stages. As you go about your day, let Baba's songs fill your heart and keep his memory alive within you. This is the essence of yoga, a state in which your negative actions are being purified. Reaching this state demands inner strength. Brahma Baba took about 33 years to complete his journey. Even if we ignore the 33 years, it took at least 15 years of effort. So please understand these small concepts. Now the Father explains all this. He reveals the secret of the seed and tree. No one else can create such a tree. No one has ever depicted the Kalpa Vriksha like this. This knowledge has not been imparted by anyone else. They do not have a spiritual guide. If they did, they would have followers too, wouldn't they? People think they lack a guru. They claim to have been taught by a guru and say that the power of the Supreme Soul enters them. But how can the power of the Supreme Soul truly enter? Some people ask, who taught you or who has taught you this? So the poor souls are unaware of anything. The Father himself sits and explains. I mentioned that I come in an ordinary body and teach you. They listen as well. Their focus is on us. They are also students. Brahma Baba never identifies himself by saying things like, I am this or I am that. In Maharashtra, there was a saint. One is Tukaramji, and there was another one about whom there is a small story. They say that when a sannyasi walks, a renunciate who has given up worldly attachments is like a divine wish-fulfilling tree that can fulfill all your virtuous desires and aspirations. Yet, You must realize that a true ascetic is like a moving orchard of wish-fulfilling trees. There is a tree that can fulfill all of one's desires, and then there is a true ascetic who can be compared to a walking and talking garden of the wish-fulfilling tree. So Brahma Baba never said what he was or who he was. Baba is telling us about him, but even then, Baba elevated himself so much, so deeply immersed in his beliefs, that he created numerous wish-fulfilling trees under whose shade we now thrive. These are our own, meaning they bring happiness in every possible way. We guide you. They refer to themselves only as Prajapita. Although they have witnessed destruction, they have not comprehended its significance. Saint Jananeshwar, Saint Jananeshwar, Saint Jananeshwar, Saint Jananeshwar, Saint Jananeshwar, Saint Jananeshwar. The Father imparts wisdom to you, and during this process, he also clarifies that they comprehend. The Father continues to guide you, and they too grasp the teachings while being present. All students persist in their studies, making efforts to understand Brahma and Vishnu. Shankar is an ethereal being, and his teachings remain unknown to many. The Father explains everything himself in detail, and you are not allowed to ask any questions. You are not permitted to ask any questions. Above all, there is the Supreme Soul, followed by the deities. How can you possibly encounter them? Baba is now explaining the concept of who Brahma is, who I am, and what our roles entail. Let me reiterate, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar dwell in the subtle realm. No one is aware of their role either. The Father himself imparts all the knowledge. I don't rely on anyone else. That's why I'm explaining everything directly to you. You can't question me because the Supreme Soul is above all, followed by the deities. How can you reach them? Now you children understand that the Father enters this one, which is why it is said, Father is the through him I have said that I will come and explain through him. The Father is separate and Dada is separate. The Father is Shiva and Dada is Brahma. The inheritance is received from Shiva through Brahma. You become Brahmins, the children of Brahma. The Father has adopted according to the drama plan. The Father has taken on this role as per the divine plan. He mentions that this individual is the foremost devotee, having undergone 84 lifetimes. Sri Krishna is described as fair in the golden age and dark in the iron age. He transitions from being impure to pure. You too undergo a similar transformation. You also become like this. In the scriptures, what is the word used for you also become like this that Baba did not use recently? You too transform to be just like them. What term is used for this transformation? What word describes this change? That is the sweet essence of understanding. Here, the Iron Age world and the Golden Age world, no one knows about the CD. Those who come later take fewer of the 84 births. They will definitely have fewer lifetimes, and then they can be illustrated in the cycle. Baba has explained who will experience the most lifetimes. Baba has clarified who will experience the highest number of births. It is those who will take the most births. That answer is incorrect. I am neither Shilakshmi nor Shinarayan, and I am not any of those divine figures either. Among those who have experienced the most lifetimes are Brahma and myself. The one who has done more devotion. So tell me, who would have done it? Who will take it? Among all, Sri Krishna received the highest recognition, followed by Mama and me. As for the others, you can leave them out. The teacher said, hold your ear. No, no, if you grab the other ear, it's the same as grabbing it from this side. The point is the same. Who are the ones destined to achieve the highest position? Somewhat correct. The Father is full of knowledge and the purifier. He shares the knowledge of the beginning, middle, and end. They are leaders, but do not know their souls. So, how can they know the Father? Those who come later take fewer than 84 births. They will certainly take fewer births, and then they can be shown on the ladder how it can be possible. Baba has explained who will take the most births and who will take the fewest. The highest capital of the Surya dynasty undergoes the full cycle of 84 births. Mama, Baba, and I do not take these births. Those who come later in the first birth will not take them. It refers to those who will become prosperous. So, the Supreme Suryavanshi first capital, about 900,000 souls. I spoke about the 84 births, but not all 84 births in detail. It's not about the hottest birth. This is knowledge. Only the Father is the full knowledge giver and purifier. He narrates the knowledge of the beginning, middle, and end. They all keep saying, Neti Neti. They don't even know their own soul. So how will they know the Father? Neti Neti means when they reach the end and say, I don't know what is next. After this, I give up. It's just a saying. You say what the soul is. You do not know anything yet. You now understand that the soul is imperishable and that it has taken 84 births. In such a tiny soul, so many rounds are recorded. Those who listen and understand well are considered to be close. Understand that those who listen and comprehend are truly listening. Listen to the Murli and try to understand it. Later, sit with Baba and think about how many times you've contemplated this. What is it? Don't tell me about yesterday. It was truly an enjoyable experience. However, it would have been even more fulfilling if you had shared the joy and the insights you gained from it. Yes, why didn't you send the audio file? I truly enjoyed listening to it, and it was very good indeed. I found it to be quite enjoyable, and it brought me a great deal of joy. I felt immense joy hearing my name. Imagine, my name was mentioned in the Murli, making it seem as if the Murli was meant just for me. It was truly a delightful experience. Please share with me if you were able to eat on your own, and let me know if you think the food I prepared turned out well, as I am currently busy cooking in the kitchen. So now everything has become quite normal. Initially, someone or the other would always find some fault, like our seniors would keep pointing out that today the salt is less, the water is not right, the color is a bit off. So, on the days when no one says anything like that, I get the feeling that today's meal turned out quite all right. The chef is always eagerly waiting for someone to say that the food is very good or to receive any kind of comment, no matter how small, after they have finished eating. You should tell if the salt and water are okay, what needs to be done. All right, let's see how much is there in the small soul. I stay in my self respect, which is good. This is for the lover and the beloved. All right, so in such a small soul, there is so much subtlety. Those who listen and understand well are considered to be close. If it doesn't settle in the intellect, they might have arrived late. The pulse is checked while listening and narrating. Understanding varies. This is your education. The capital is being established. Some attain high royal positions. Others become servants in the kingdom. When something feels good, it means that I know when we introduce newness, my intention is not to expect a response from you. but there should be some acknowledgement. For example, when we go to the center and take on some services, always make sure to inform the sisters. It's not about giving a grand gesture, but if something feels particularly good or special, let them know. Sister, the group was very good today. Sister, the vibrations at the Madhuban Center were great today. Sister, you delivered the Murli very well today. Sister, there is a different radiance on your face today. Appreciation is a factor that when someone tells us, brother, you are a resident of Madhuban, you are in God's lap, it creates a sense of responsibility. Is everything all right with you, sister? Are you feeling okay today? A sense of responsibility arises. Like listening on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. So I do not need to say it, but yes. If you want to say that the food is good, don't come and tell me that the food is good. Recommend to others to try it, saying that the shop has very good jalebi. I'm not a fan of jalebi. No, no, it's just too sticky and sweet for me. All right, I get it. If there is no sister, one should do it themselves. Today, I shared a beautiful Morli. Thank you, Baba, for coming. Yet, it is true that some people achieve the highest royal status, while others end up serving as attendants in the kingdom. However, in the golden age, there is no sorrow at all. If one does not listen attentively and puts in only minimal effort, it is said that they will still experience a state of bliss in heaven. People often think that heaven is somewhere high up in the sky. In the Dilwara temple, your complete memorial is present. There are deities and goddesses, while children sit in meditation below. Above, the kings stand. People will come to view, donate money, and try to understand, but they will grasp nothing. You children have been blessed with the third eye of knowledge. Firstly, you learned about the father's biography. What more do you need? With the third eye of knowledge, you will perceive many things. Eyes are meant for seeing, but if my third eye of wisdom is truly open, imagine all the things I could perceive. Baba often mentions that while your long distance vision is quite sharp, your close up vision needs improvement. It's time to update your prescription. You children have received the third eye of knowledge. First, you have learned the Father's biography. What else do you need? Yours and the Father's. When you come to know the Father, everything becomes clear and you should feel joyous. You are aware that in the golden age, we will construct splendid golden palaces and reign over them. This insightful spiritual knowledge is imparted by the spiritual Father. Don't say it here, write it down. Write at least 108 points. Now tell me, go ahead, tell me 108 points, whatever answer you have. Tell everyone not to focus on shortcomings. Explain 108 points. Now write down what comes to mind. Everyone should write 108 points. The first to write 108 points will get a prize. You children know that we will go to the golden age and build golden palaces. The spiritual Father gives spiritual knowledge. He is called the Father of souls and bestower of salvation. He gives the inheritance of peace. You can explain this is the ladder of Bharat's people who take 84 births. You come in the middle. If you are always in remembrance, how will you complete 84 births? You need to understand what the 84 births factor is and its impact on virtues and beliefs. Baba explains that if you stay in constant remembrance, how can the cycle of your 84 births occur? You should try this experiment today itself and observe the outcome. When you need to engage in deep contemplation, avoid doing it daily. Instead, observe the visions that come to you. I enjoy going to Pandav Bhavan when my mind isn't contemplating. On this side, we have the peace pillar, followed by the wisdom pillar, and over there is the power pillar. Near Dadi Janki, you will find the purity pillar. So, take a seat by the wisdom pillar and observe what happens quickly, 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 quickly today. My experiment is such that you should try it. It might work for you. This is the seed of the people of Bharat who take 84 births. As soon as you come, how will your 84 births be? We take the most births. This is a big thing to understand. The main point is that to become pure from impure, the intellect must be connected in yoga, the surrender of the intellect. To transform from impure to pure, one must dedicate their intellect and make a promise to become pure. If you then become impure again, it feels like falling from the fifth floor, and the intellect becomes completely degraded. The heart keeps lamenting inside, but outwardly you continue to show your ego. You know, we will not do this. You know, a brother who is dedicated to service just visited us. So when the Murli was not coming, the regular servers used to be there for long periods. You could see some things. I said, brother, go to the Murli sometimes. These are our principles. Although I had thoughtfully engaged in meditation before speaking to them, I expressed, brother, I respect your perspective, but it seems there is no visible change in those attending the Murli sessions. So, who will voice this concern? Who will say this? It will be said by the one who knows himself and knows that he has died. Now I cannot say that I am dead, so I will take on the role of others. This means they will all fall in, but you won't, right? The mind becomes impure. The heart aches inside. Nothing comes out. That's why the Father says, be cautious. Thus, Baba urges us to stay alert and mindful. With love and remembrance, good morning to the beloved, cherished children from the spiritual father, Bap Dada. Warm greetings and good morning to the spiritual children from their spiritual father, filled with love and blessings. By embracing the principles of inculcation, we need to grasp the reality of this drama and release ourselves from the shackles of Maya. A deep understanding of this drama will help us break free from the significant bonds of Maya. Maya is indeed profound. But how can it be so small? Turn the rudder towards the storms without hesitation. The ocean has its own capacity, but the sailor never tires. As long as he breathes, his hand does not stop. With this strength, you can journey across all 7 oceans and steer your ship through the mightiest of storms. The ocean has its own magnitude. Both the ocean and Maya are boundless, yet the sailor's life hangs in the balance. And as long as he continued to breathe, his hand kept moving incessantly, relentlessly, without pause. And with this perseverance, he was able to conquer all 7 seas. Have you ever come across the stories of Sinbad the sailor? His adventures are quite famous. His family would often plead with him, brother, please refrain from embarking on those sea voyages. Thus, every time he encountered a major situation, it was always something monumental and extremely challenging. A storm, like a sea monster, would come home and tell everyone. Then his family would say, no, no, brother, now you enjoy, and it would leave. As the ocean knows its bounds, I too must respect my own limits while I have support. And thus, a warrior remains a warrior. Recognize yourself as an eternal soul, keep the Divine Father in your thoughts, and aim to become pure. I am an eternal soul. Being an eternal soul means more than just meditating on it for a day. It involves taking real practical steps. I am an eternal soul. I am an immortal soul. My strengths are timeless, my qualities are everlasting, and my bond with the Divine Father is eternal. It is the eternal form that time cannot consume. It may go up or down a bit, but it cannot perish. My values are ageless. My sanctity is perpetual. My meditative state is everlasting. My state of joy is unchanging. My embodiment of knowledge is constant. Everything is within the soul. So today, meditate on the eternal being. Become true messengers and show everyone the path to the abode of peace and happiness. In this auspicious confluence age, bring welfare to all souls. Blessing. By experiencing the state of being immersed in the remembrance of the Father and service, one attains a state of detachment from all attractions. Just as the servant is always mindful of service, and the master, similarly, learned servant children remember nothing but the Father and service. This allows them to experience a constant state of immersion. They feel content. When one experiences the essence of a single thought, no attraction can pull them away. This state of being content frees one from all attractions, and this is the highest destination. To achieve your goal, keep a consistent mantra. In order to succeed in challenging situations, empower your inner strength. Why do I face these challenges? Why are my companions going through these trials? Baba advises us to fortify our nature. It's okay, I am on the right path, following the proper principles, and performing my duties towards my faith. So these tests are inevitable. So make your nature powerful. Brother, it appears that we are facing some difficult times. Yet, why is God showering us with His divine nourishment and care in such moments of hardship? Why are we being bestowed with so many precious jewels of knowledge in this place? This strength and firmness that we receive, determined and independent, filled with enthusiasm and zeal. People are not afraid when they commit wrong actions. They continue to make mistakes and dominate others. However, when we do the right thing, we often sit in fear and hesitate, which should not be the case. We must rise above this fear and act with courage and conviction. Om Shanti. So, what is the practical homework for today? The topic that you need to write about has been given to those who have been blessed with the third eye. Those who have been blessed with the third eye, what is it that they cannot perceive? Additionally, as an immortal soul, what qualities do I embody within myself? As an eternal being, I should focus my meditation on this reality. I am timeless, I am strong, I am everlasting. In the divine presence of God, there is an eternal connection between the divine and myself. I am the seed, I am the eternal form, I am the code of conduct, I am the eternal form, I am the penance, I am the eternal form. All right, meditate on this. What else did he say? And thirdly, the individual who writes down the most points will be rewarded with a special prize. All right, let's move forward. Yes, please express your gratitude to Baba.